Hello, and welcome to the channel. This is where I talk about my growing comic book collection. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. If this is your first time, please comment, ask me anything, provide tips, tricks, anything that you'd like. I'd be happy to hear from you. And with that, let's get into it. So I've been trying to catch up on the comic books that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks. I'm finally getting close to the end. But today I actually have a lot to get through. This was all from one trip. I actually got 42 books. So they were all free. So kind of low value, high quantity. So I got quite a few. They do seem to be pretty interesting. Not a whole lot really caught my eye too awful much, but I'm going to go through all of them. If there's anything that piques any of your interest, please let me know. And with that, let's get into it. So I went to one of our main comic book stores, Gotham City Limit. They were doing a free comic book day. We were out there one day, and the shop owner, we talked to him kind of regularly, and he just told me that this was coming up on the weekend. Feel free to come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know that you and your son will really enjoy it. Stop by if you have the time. So we did. That's exactly what we did. We went out and we got there, and it's kind of a small shop. It's in just a little plaza. There's not a whole lot of parking or anything. There's never really anybody there. This time we got there, the parking lot was completely filled up. There was cars out in the street. There was cars literally parking in the middle of the road. So it was kind of crazy. It was a lot more than we were expecting. So immediately when we pulled up, my son and I both knew that this was probably going to be pretty interesting. So we found a parking spot. We went up, figured out what's going on, and there was two sections. There's one side of the shop that's all just for storage that you don't really go into. That's just where they keep all their inventory. And then the other one is the actual storefront. The storage side was actually opened, and they had the front of it opened up with a couple of freebies. They had like a lanyard and some other random stuff, some stickers. And then they had a wall for us to sign, and then they had a table of 42 different issues of comic books. Now, for those of you who don't know, a lot of comic book manufacturers or printing companies, they will do like a free comic book intermittently to try to generate some interest in whatever it is that they're trying to sell. And they'll distribute those to the comic book stores. So when you go in to buy whatever it is, they'll oftentimes just say, hey, we have, a couple of free issues over there on the table. If you want, you can pick one or two of them out. What Gotham City Limit has clearly been doing is holding on to their surplus of those, the things that the ones that they don't give away, they were just setting to the side and holding off for this one big day. So they took all of those from, I'm assuming the last year or so, and then just stacked them up, and you could take one of each issue from the table. And like I said, there was 42 of them, and we did not discriminate. We took every single one. Again, there were some that were definitely duds. To us, they were duds, things that really don't pique any interest at all. Some that looked like it might be something, and then some that we were definitely happy to be able to get. First off, I'm going to go with, we have Hulk Teach, which is kind of like this caricature type Hulk literally teaching. All right, so we got that one. We got Fantastic Four, #1, plus giant size X-Men. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Universe. This is #1 again. A lot of these are #1s. This is just kind of, I think, again, a way of them just sort of trying to generate interest in whatever it is that they're distributing. Superman Special Edition from DC. I got Diablo, Dawn of Hatred. Iron Man and his awesome friends. Actually, we are pretty excited about this. If you've been watching the channel at all, you know that my son is a big fan of Spidey and his amazing friends. So this is Iron Man and Spidey and his amazing friends. So this was a great issue for us to be able to pick up. I really think that we probably have all the comic books that incorporate Spidey and his amazing friends. So this was a good addition to the collection. I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Champion, a graphic novel. That might be one of those dots that we probably won't get into, but we got it. I Hate Fairyland, Once Upon a Time. This looks pretty interesting. My daughter actually saw this and she thought it looked kind of interesting as well. So that's probably one that we'll read through and at least assess. I got Energon Universe. I don't know anything about that. A lot of these I don't really know anything about. I haven't heard anything. But more than likely, we're still going to read through all of them and at least try to review and see if there's anything there for us. I got Conan, Scourge of the Serpent. I got Def Leppard's Hysteria. That's kind of interesting. It's from the band, but I don't know anything about it. I didn't know that was a thing, but it is. Speed Racer. Number 0. Oh yeah, Def Leppard was the number 0 as well. Transformers, Worst Bot Ever. My son saw this. He's definitely excited about this one. So we'll definitely be reading through this. Super Cyclopedia. I did look at this a little bit. It looks just like it's a regular storyline. There's like one page in here that illustrates a couple of heroes. But it's nothing really too awful involved. It's kind of already all common sense stuff. It's a free issue, so I mean, what can you expect? Superman for All Seasons, special edition, book 1 again. Dr. Seuss, graphic novels. That's a good one for the kids. Star Wars, Young Jedi Adventures. I got Marvel Voices, featuring an all-new Ironheart, which was kind of exciting because I don't know where it sort of came from, but my son just out of nowhere started talking about Ironheart, and he was expressing some interest in that. So I don't know that this is going to be a good issue for him because, again, he's 4 years old, but we're going to look through it, and I'm sure that he'll still be happy to see it. Oh, I got another Super Cyclopedia. Same one. I accidentally picked up 2. That's all right. Post Malone, the singer. I got Post Malone's Big Red. I don't know. We'll see. All right. This is Boom. That's it. Just Boom. Star Wars. Everybody likes Star Wars. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars, but again, with how I was able to get it, I'm sure that I'll be able to at least get through it and maybe find a little bit of interest in it. I got 2000 AD. That's from Best of 2000 AD. We'll see what that is. Godzilla, The New Heroes. Monsters. It's kind of interesting. It's got a couple of stickers here too. Be kind, please rewind. It's got a horror. It looks like it's kind of peeling off, but that's just printed on. New Arrival. It looks like it's ripped down here, but no, that's just part of the issue. I mean, they're really doing everything they can to try to generate as much interest in these issues as they can, and it's definitely there for sure. I can see the interest that could be generated from some of these, and everybody's going to be a hit or miss on certain different things. And some of these are going to work for us, and some of these aren't. This one is the Mighty Nine Origins. Street Fighter versus School Rivals. Street Fighter, I think everybody knows Street Fighter. Rival Schools. Rival Schools, I don't know if that was another video game or what, but yeah, Street Fighter is still something neat to see. Black Mirror. Black Mirror was another one of the ones that did definitely spark some interest. I was just happy to see this. I saw the series, we watched it on Netflix. If you haven't seen the show, it's definitely a good show to check out. So I can't imagine that the comic book's going to be any worse than what the show was, because it was pretty spectacular. Mega Man. Mega Man is just something that I remember from my childhood, so I was happy to be able to pick that up. Gargoyles. Gargoyles is another one. I definitely remember watching this on Disney when I was a little kid, so I'm happy to get this. The Phantom. No, I'm gonna probably butcher this name. I got Kagurabachi. Kagurabachi. I don't know. This is clearly a like an anime template type book. It actually reads left to right, so that's interesting. That's the first one of those I've seen. Minecraft, the manga, same deal, goes from left to right. So again, not something I've seen before. Minecraft, we're really not big into that here in this house, but we'll probably read through it just for fun. Thundercats and the Powerpuff Girls. Thundercats was a little bit before my time. Powerpuff Girls definitely was not. So again, this would be something that's fun. Archie's Comic Spectacular. I never really read Archie. I don't know if it was before my time or what, but it was just not something that ever really piqued any of my interest, even as a kid. Again, same deal as everything else. We'll probably read it at some point when we get to it, but not anything that we're really counting down the days for. I got Keen Spot Toy Box. Looks like it's maybe just some sort of, yeah, Toy Story type storyline. Kanga U. Superman's Good Guy Gang. I got Power Rangers Prime. Again, we got another Superman. This is All In 2025 Special Edition number 1, Superman Unlimited. Then we got Blood Type, Terror in a Jugular Vein. It's interesting. And then Find Your Dark New Fear. It looks like it's maybe 4 different stories within the one. It says Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring, 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, Tuatha. I don't know how to say that. And then Blood Honey. So yeah, that's what we got. I believe it was 42 issues in all. Really happy about it. So we went out to the Gotham City Limit. We picked all these up, and then part of the promotion, they had free food, so we were able to go in. We got hot dogs, and then after that, we went into the store, and it was packed. It was absolutely packed wall to wall with people, and they were running all sorts of specials and stuff. So we did stay, and we bought a couple of books as well. I'm running out of time here, so obviously we're going to have to talk about that in another video. But it was a great day. It was a lot of fun. Really happy that I was able to make it out. That's everything I have for now. If you have any questions, if there's any books in here that you did see that you did actually like or you would appreciate to know a little bit about, please let me know. I'd be happy to tell you a little bit more about it. And until next time, that's it. Thank you.